This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, August the 24th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in, and the forecast remains somewhat complex. Let's get right to the Skycam network, and caught this shot early this morning of the Decatur Skycam. Just always enjoy a nice sunrise over the Tennessee River. The complicated factor we have in our weather pattern, looking at the surface map, is a combination of high pressure plus a backdoor cold front, something we sometimes call the wedge or cold air damming. In this case, I think I'd call it cool air damming since the air is not really cold. The result is that we'll see a gradient in temperatures across central Alabama today, with the lower values, and they're still warm in the lower 90s across the east central area where there is no heat advisory, and then the highs possibly into the upper 90s across west central sections where there is a heat advisory. The culprit in the upper atmosphere pattern is a high pressure system that extends in a kind of an elongated fashion from southwest to northeast, from north central Texas up into the Ohio River Valley. This ridge will be dampening with time, and of course with the backdoor cold front, that will help to bring down temperatures as we see air coming around the southern end of the Appalachians. As I mentioned, it's not cold air. We can see from the temperature map that temperatures are still in the lower and mid 70s with this cool air, but the nice part is the humidity should also come down just a tad too, and even just a few degrees, like 5 degrees, will make a big difference. Heat advisory has been cut back. It still is in effect for parts of South Alabama and for west central Alabama, and then parts of the mid-Mississippi River Valley. QPF-wise, we're not looking at a lot of precipitation with the showers and thunderstorms today, but we are looking at showers I think will be fairly widespread and scattered to numerous, thanks to the boundary from the convection overnight that moved down into the western sections of the Tennessee River Valley portion of Alabama. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk area up in northern Minnesota. And in addition to that, we have a C-Tex down across the South Alabama and parts of central Alabama for the possibility of isolated thunderstorms that could produce some damaging winds. But this is not expected to be a widespread major severe weather outbreak. No slight risk area for day 2, but they maintain a C-Tex area centered primarily on Iowa. Activity in the tropics continues to be rather active, at least with one potential storm, and it's a depression at this videotaping, but it's likely to become a hurricane. There's a slightly closer view of the satellite, still somewhat ragged, but beginning to get its act together, and of course conditions more favorable for development, and the National Hurricane Center is expecting it to become a tropical storm today, and when it does, it will be named Cristobal. And there's a look at the track. Now, yesterday we were concerned about, I was concerned anyway, about a slight westward progression to the tracks, but now it looks like a slight weakness has opened up in the subtropical ridge, and that should allow the storm, at least for the next 24 to 36 hours, to go more north to northwest. And that should keep it a little bit further away from the Florida coast, and that is certainly good news for them and for the U.S. So glad to see that happening. The 060 GFS model run this morning, and we'll have several boundaries in the area, and we can see that GFS forecasting an area of showers over the area, but we do expect the moisture to be up, as you can see from the precipitable water chart for this afternoon. So with those high values, I think showers will be fairly numerous. The upper air pattern shows on Monday the elongated ridge still extending from north central Texas up into the area of the Ohio River Valley, and so that is allowing an easterly upper flow, so that will push that front in, and the GFS is suggesting it'll be completely dry for us on Monday. I think we'll still have the possibility of some isolated showers, so keeping those still in the forecast. And it shows the GFS showing the jog in the future Cristobal to the north. The Tuesday forecast, the upper air forecast, the ridge is beginning to dampen down, but we're still in an easterly flow pattern, so that is helping to keep us dry. And I think we dry out for Tuesday, and I think we stay that way Wednesday as the ridge dampens down. And we see the ridge dampening down even more on Thursday as a trough comes across the central United States. And so that trough should help to nudge the developing tropical system out into the Atlantic. And by Friday, the trough is approaching us. So I think with moisture increasing, probably Friday we'll have a fairly good chance at seeing some scattered showers. And maybe some chance on Thursday as well, but I think more isolated on Thursday and becoming more scattered on Friday as the moisture increases once again. And as we get into Saturday, the trough is approaching and coming by, so I think Saturday is going to be one of our better days for having some showers and thunderstorms in the area. But once again, not expected to be an all-day kind of rain event. Looking out into voodoo country, and we do see the ridge coming back for the southeastern U.S. around the 4th of September. That ridge not especially large, so while the temperatures will get up into the 90s, it doesn't look like any excessive heat. And then we see another fairly good trough, a substantial trough coming by on the 8th of September. So that helping to keep things cool for us. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Sunday. James Spann will be back with the next edition first thing on Monday. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on the latest weather updates. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.